Welcome back! Last week, we studied your means of identifying Pokemon, and this week we will discover your means of capturing and housing them.
Materials for this prop include a 3-inch diameter styrofoam ball, cardboard, aluminum tape, duct tape, an assortment of paints, Elmer's glue, electrical tape, red and white paint, adhesive foam squares, sandpaper, clear nail polish, scissors, an X-Acto blade, and a pen or pencil. First, cover your styrofoam ball completely in a layer of aluminum tape. Next, cover it in a thick layer of paint. I found it easier when the ball was on some sort of stand. Because I needed such a thick layer of paint to cover all the crevices of the aluminum, I simply poured the paint on the ball rather than apply it slowly with the brush. Once it's dry, you'll need to flip the ball upside down and repeat the process so you get a relatively consistent coat of paint. You'll need to cover the ball in 3 or 4 layers of paint. After it has dried, add a thick layer of Elmer's glue. Once this is dried, add another 3 or 4 layers of paint. Repeat this process until there are no wrinkles from the aluminum. Sand down the ball until you have a smooth surface and add another layer of Elmer's glue. This paint, glue, and sandpaper technique can be used for any project to create a smooth surface if you don't care for the look of aluminum tape. The trade-off is that you will add hours, if not days and weeks, to your build time. Once it is dried, draw a line around the circumference of the ball. Use an X-Acto knife and carefully cut into the middle all the way around. Remember to exercise caution when using an X-Acto blade. Your knife will not cut all the way through, so when you've finished going around the entire thing, carefully spin the 2 pieces in opposite directions to crack it open, and pull it apart. Use a spoon to carve out the majority of the styrofoam. Leave it about 1 centimeter thick. Cut a strip of cardboard about ½ an inch thick and long enough to go all the way around the inside of the Pokeball. Wrap the piece in electrical tape. Place this piece halfway into one of the Pokeball pieces. From the inside, attach this piece all around with aluminum tape. Cover any remaining styrofoam in aluminum tape. Cover the inside of the other half of the Pokeball completely in aluminum tape. Roll up another piece of aluminum tape and place it around the top perimeter of the second half of the ball. You may want to include a second layer on top of the first. This will serve as a spacer to hold the other piece up. Place the 2 pieces together and draw in the circle space for the main button. I recommend making it about 1 inch in diameter. Use the X-Acto blade to cut out the circle on the bottom piece, which is the one without the electrical tape. Try to cut only the paint and the styrofoam, leaving the aluminum barrier. Cut a small half circle of electrical tape and place it in the gap. Repeat the process for the top half of the Pokeball, which is the one with the electrical tape. Cut a small circle out of adhesive foam and attach it to the top portion of the ball. Attach it so that half of it sticks off the bottom. When the ball is closed, this center circle will appear in the middle of the black circle. Draw a smaller circle on adhesive foam, cut it out, and attach it in the center of the larger circle. Reinforce the half circle areas from behind with a couple pieces of aluminum on both halves of the ball. And now it's time for paint. Paint the top half of the ball, the one with electrical tape, red. Be sure to avoid painting the electrical tape. Paint the bottom half of the ball white. You may need several coats to hide whatever color is beneath, and to get rid of any cracks in the paint. Pay close attention to this next part. For the hinge of the Pokeball, tape the end of a strip of duct tape to the outside electrical tape at the back. Lay it so there is no space between the 2 halves of the ball. The bottom half of the tape will be lying on the aluminum inside the bottom half of the Pokeball. Place another piece of duct tape on top of the first, perpendicular to it, so it is attached to the aluminum tape. Add another strip of tape connecting both halves of the Pokeball. Add perpendicular pieces to reinforce the duct tape on each half. Cover the duct tape with more aluminum tape. Cut a final strip of electrical tape to conceal the duct tape on the outside portion of the hinge at the back of the Pokeball. There are a couple methods for giving the ball a final polish. One is to apply Elmer's glue over the entire ball equally by using a paintbrush. However, I personally prefer adding a coat of clear nail polish. And there's your finished Pokeball.
As a starting trainer, you will have the choice of 3 Pokemon: Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Which will you choose? Let us know in the comments below.